Alright, so I've completed the simple steps that they ask you to do once you open an account. So that means verifying a phone number and giving a bit of information about yourself, such as address, etc. But they're not asking for your credit card details. So it's not one of those things where, you get a free trial and then you get billed if you forget to cancel it. In this case, if you want to actually, upgrade your account, you need to, specify it. So that's pretty cool, because that happened to me a couple of times. Yes, it did. So this is going to be your dashboard. On this here, you're going to be able to see the number of subscribers. Now, it says 1 subscriber because it's actually counting my email address. And the reason for that is when you send a broadcast, when you send an email, you're going to get a copy of that email all the time. So that means that you can check if it looks good, etc. So I like the fact that they do that. You can also remove yourself, but who cares? Now, here on the top, you're going to be able to search your contacts, add contacts, import contacts. So if you have, for example, a CSV file with a list already existing, you can import it. You can add manually contact, you can search for contacts, etc. Now, this is where it gets important. We're going to mostly cover messages, surveys, and forms, all right? So messages here, this is where you're going to be able to create an email. I'm not going to cover it in this video. I am going to cover it in the video about mailing to your list, creating funnels, and getting a return on your investment and a profit from all of this, right? So we're not going to come back to this later. You need a list in order to send them an email in the first place. Now, the good thing is here is the form. For most squeeze pages, you're going to be able to create forms in order to get people to opt in. Now, you can either have these forms as a standalone form, so that means that the form is going to be hosted on GetResponse, but it usually doesn't look so good. It's going to look like that, right? You can customize, of course, but it's never going to look amazing. Or you can get an HTML for the code, for the form, and you're going to be able to paste that or to integrate that with different squeeze page building softwares, which I'm going to show you how to do. Now, the very first thing, of course, is you need to create a list. The way you create a list usually is where it says here your current campaign. You can click on that and click on create a list. I think it might be here actually. Sorry, I haven't used GetResponse in a while, but this is where it is. You go to create campaign, right? They call lists campaign. And you need to give a name to your campaign. This is going to be a name that's only for yourself. And when you start having many lists, it's a good idea to name them something that you'll remember. So let's say that you're promoting Make Money Online offer. You could say MMO list, right? Make Money Online list. Create the list. Oh yeah, it needs to be in one name. There you go. And it needs to be unique. Oh no, excuse me. You need to have lower characters. There you go. I'm sorry. Wasting your time here. Oh my god, it already exists in their database. So you need to add a random number to it, make it unique, or find something that's not taken already. Now that you have a list, you can either add contacts, create a newsletter, create an autoresponder. Create an autoresponder is going to be covered in one of the future videos. It's basically creating a funnel to ensure that people get email on time and when you want them to get them. And you can edit campaign settings, right? So these are the basics. Open a GetResponse or MailChimp or Aweber account, but I recommend either GetResponse or Aweber. Create a list, and in the next video, I'm going to cover how to build your first squeeze page, and we're going to come back to your autoresponder. We're going to create a form, and we're going to use that form for your squeeze page. And after next video, you'll be 100% ready to go and ready to drive traffic to that squeeze page already. Again, it's very simple to do, right? So that's very simple. Now what you want to do, one thing that you really want to do is head to permission here. And it's going to ask enable confirmed opt-in. So confirmed opt-in is what I just talked about. That, when someone opts in, they're going to get an email asking them if they really want to opt in. And we don't want that to happen. We want them to opt in as soon as they give us their email address. So I want you to toggle all of that off. So toggle web subscriptions, toggle email subscriptions, and toggle API subscriptions off. And that way they will never have to confirm before entering your list.